we have been waiting for so long to mess with these. We finally have a chance now. These are the Almond Love with pasta. It's made with almond flour. Only 3-gram net carb per serving. All right, so why is this so awesome? Well, 3-gram net carb, and that comes from almond flour, pea protein isolate, oat fiber, egg whites, psyllium husk, and xanthan gum. Yeah, so what you'll notice is that the only carb is going to come from the almond flour. That's because there's no starches, right? There's no like tapioca starch or anything like that. The rest is fiber, psyllium husk, oat fiber, xanthan gum. Those are real fibers. Those are not going to spike your blood glucose levels. So really, this is one of the cleanest pastas you're going to find out there. And then looking at the nutrition facts, again, there's 2 ounces per serving. That's a standard pasta serving. You'll see that the 9 grams of fat comes from that almond flour, right? Because almond flour is fatty. And then the total carb is 16 minus 13 fibers. Again, no weird questionable fibers. That's real fiber. So that's where the 3-gram net carb is coming from. The 1 gram of sugar is likely from the almond flour itself. Quick comment about the fiber. You'll notice that that is a very large amount of fiber, right? So if you're sensitive to fiber at all, you want to take it easy. Now I will say that if you've been on keto for a while, you may have just eaten a lot more fiber in general from things like inulin, but you can build your tolerance to it. So again, start slow. You don't have to avoid this product, but just start slow and then work your way up. Fiber's great to lower your blood glucose impact, especially when paired with fat. So this is kind of like that perfect combo. And then you have 20 grams of protein, some of which is from the almond flour, but a lot of it's from that pea protein isolate as well. So the only catch maybe, if you're reaching for one, is that it takes 20 minutes to cook. And it sounds like it'll come out kind of al dente, so a little bit firmer, more traditional Italian style, which is what we like. And they do write that if you want it a little softer, that you soak it for 5 minutes first before you boil it. But again, we like that al dente, and it's likely, again, that it's mostly fiber, which is why it probably needs additional cooking. But yeah, we'll see how these turn out. And here they are, and you can see they're kind of like little mini ziti's, macaronis kind of things. Pretty standard for pasta. I think you can use it with most stuff. Like you can do an Alfredo sauce and whatnot. In they go. All right, 20 minutes down, and this is what they look like. They look like normal pasta. The color kind of lightened up a little bit, you can tell, but it feels like normal pasta. So as far as texture, if you've ever had gluten-free pasta, this is very similar, and that's because it doesn't have that chewiness of normal pasta that has gluten, and that's just the reality of gluten-free pastas. That being said, this is one of the cleanest gluten-free pastas from a keto perspective, as far as real fibers, no added starches, and only using almond flour really primarily. So again, there's a little bit of a graininess. I will say though that there's 0-gram net carb pastas, things like miracle noodles and kelp noodles, but this stuff is better as far as like an Italian normal pasta texture. It doesn't have that crunchiness. It actually has a nice chewiness to it. Maybe not as chewy as gluten pastas, but definitely way better than miracle noodles. And so we did also another batch using the softening method, which is basically you soak it for 5 minutes, then you boil it for 11, and that did actually make it softer. And we like al dente pasta, and it was still firm enough for us. So definitely would recommend using that method. 5 minutes of soaking prior to boiling for 11 minutes.
So with these noodles, we are gonna make a Cajun shrimp pasta. And here are the ingredients we're gonna use. Cream cheese, we're gonna use 2 tablespoons of that. We got these sausages. You can do andouille if you find it. We found a mild Italian bell pepper one, which will work for us. And we're only doing one sausage link, and they are 1 gram per link. So just to show you, there's the ingredients, 0 added sugar. That's a win for us. Also have 1/2 cup of onions, our grated pecorino romano cheese, some green onions, fire roasted tomatoes, and our Cajun seasoning. We get this Cajun Choice blackened seasoning. Grocery stores have it. There's no added sugar, no MSG, gluten-free, 0 carbs. Can get at most grocery stores, so that's a win also. We also are using about 1/4 cup of these organic tri-colored peppers. As you can see, 3/4 cup is 3 net carb, but we only use like 1/4 cup, so it's about 1 carb. The medium raw shrimp. So here is the finished shrimp, sausage, and peppers. Now to cook these, I did cheat and I used an air fryer. We just recently got an air fryer and I had to try it out. If you don't have an air fryer, you need to get an air fryer. It is legit. But anyway, so I probably used 2 cups of shrimp, 1 sausage link, the 1/4 cup peppers. Then I used about 2 tablespoons of avocado oil and around 2 tablespoons of that Cajun seasoning. I mixed it all together. These were all, the shrimp were frozen, the peppers were frozen, the chicken sausage was not frozen, but I put it in the air fryer at 400 for about 8 minutes, cooked up real nice. You can also use a saute pan. You'll do it on about medium-ish heat with avocado oil, same thing, and you just grill them up that way too. So either way, whatever you have at your disposal, you can use. But I pre-did this because I wanted to test the air fryer out. I'm gonna cook the rest in a saute pan and then combine them. So I'll show you that. So I'm gonna saute those onions on about medium low heat in about 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. I'm gonna add more Cajun seasoning because I like my dishes flavored. But if you are scared, you don't have to season the onions, but I like to. And we're just gonna use this, and I'm gonna dash some on it. And when I say some, you know, a good amount. Now, if you're doing it like a 1-pot stop, you can do the onions first with some Cajun and avocado oil. Then you can add your peppers. Then you can add your sausage and your shrimp. And then you can add your diced tomatoes. You kind of do it in the order. You know, the longer, cook things first to the items that cook quickest. So you can do it like that. Now I'm gonna put in 1/2 cup of the fire roasted tomatoes. So the tomatoes cooked so fast, so it's been like, I just mixed it all together. And I'm gonna add the shrimp and sausage mixture into this one now. And next we'll be adding the pasta and the cream cheese all together. So as you can see, this looks bomb, and I can't wait to eat this. Okay, so I decided I'm gonna add a little heavy cream with the cream cheese. And when I say a little, it's like probably that much. Probably a tablespoon and a half. And we love Colonial Supernatural. It's organic heavy whipping cream, pasture-raised cows, so way high in omega-3 compared to omega-6. 0 carb. There's absolutely 0 filler in it. Just cream, which is amazing. So I forgot to show you, I added in the 2 tablespoons of cream cheese. Already added in that tablespoon of heavy cream. I'm gonna mix it in, and then we're gonna add our pasta in. So I've added the pasta, and now I'm just gonna mix it until that cream cheese really mixes in with it, and it mixes to a good consistency. My heat's on like low heat, and I might adjust that, which you can also do. And you see it's all creamed in, and now we will plate it for you. And voila, plated and everything for you guys. Some food porn through the screen.